there we go to Christian response to issues related to wealth, money, and what? Poverty. And the first issue is fair distribution of wealth. Fair distribution of wealth is that the wealth that we'll have should be justly what? Given or distributed. So, number one, we are told that as Christians, it is our duty to contribute to the community. If we are contributing to the community, we should also be available to others. And also fair distribution of wealth, we are told that God blessed human beings with prosperity. What does the 7th commandment say? What does the 7th commandment say? Yes? What does the 9th commandment say? When you're talking, all of you, I cannot hear. The 9th commandment. Yes? What is the 10th commandment? Kila mtu anatafuna mdomo. Are the commandments in the Bible? Can you look for that verse? You read for us all the commandments. Because I don't think you went for catechism. Sorry?
We shall not take the name of the God in vain, for the Lord will not hold his guiltless orders his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. In it you shall not do any work, you or your son or your daughter, your manservant or your maidservant, or your cattle or the soldier who is within your gate. For in the 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all is in them, and rested the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and allowed it. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long in the land which the Lord your God gives you. You shall not kill, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor, you shall not convert your neighbor's house, you shall not convert your neighbor's wife or his manservant or his maidservant or his ox or his ass or anything that is your neighbor's. No one all the people perceives the gatherings and lightnings.
Sorry? So, which one do you say you should not covet? The 9th or the 10th? So, in the commandments, God aims to protect the property of human beings. That's why he blessed human beings with what? Property and prosperity. So also God demands that us as human beings, we should rightfully use the properties that we were given, or we should rightfully use the property and the wealth that he gave us. Therefore, we should be able to use our health in rightful ways. For example, we use it in a just way with fairness, and we also we be socially responsible. That is, we use our wealth to benefit what? The society. Also, Christians should have the moral courage like Nehemiah. Therefore, like Nehemiah, as Christians, we should demand a transformational society. That is a society that encourages fair distribution of wealth. So, as a Christian, you in Kenya today, you should advocate for the cancellation of foreign debts. Because most of them aggravating poverty and social economic inequality. Foreign debts is, for example, the debt that we have because of increasing or is it increasing or because of the installment of the latest infrastructure, right? There we've come with is it called building roads? Because of the even you see the train that we bought with a lot of debt. So as Christians, we are told to advocate for cancellation of those foreign debts. Because of those debts, now we are required to pay a lot of taxes, which some of the poor people cannot be able to do, because it's going to aggravate poverty. The poverty rate is going to come high. So if these foreign nations can be able to cancel our debts, as Christians, we should go for it. We should advocate for it. We are told that the inequitable distribution of wealth among Christians can be done through taxation. What does it mean? The unfair or unequal distribution of wealth can be done away with through taxation. We can all be fair with the wealth that we create, whether you're rich or poor, by paying our taxes. Because the rich should be or may be taxed heavily to provide revenue or to support of services. But you find out that the rich nowadays are not what? Taxed highly. Actually, the poor are the ones who are highly taxed, right? Because if you have, that is what the business people, I think they say. Because if you have, what is it called? You have a property or you have a business, your taxation is lower than a person like me who's employed. I'll be taxed highly than a person who has a business, has employed a lot of people, or as a whatever business they are doing. Because they're supposed to pay their taxes after they pay all their what? Employees and all their debts. That is when they're supposed to pay what? Taxes. Not even basically their debts. When after they pay for their employees and everything in their companies, that is when they're supposed to pay the taxes. But you see, when the salaries are coming, we are taxed before we receive the what? The salary. That is why we are saying the rich may be taxed heavily, so that they can support the services, and in order we can have the equitable distribution of wealth, or the equal distribution of wealth. But you find out that that is not what is happening. That's why I want you not to look for jobs. If you can be able to go to create your own job, your own company, you will be better off. I don't know why people don't understand that. You know, when you start getting salary the way I am, you start being comfortable out of nothing. Because every teacher who's here, even the principal, they are taxed what? 30% of their income. Anyone who's working, if your parent is a doctor, if your parent is an engineer, as long as he is employed somewhere, or a policeman, right? They are taxed 30%. All of them. So every amount that I'm getting, 30%, that is what you hear your parents say, pay as you what? As you earn. That is the tax. But if now you had your own company, you get out of here. And for you to have your own company or to start your business, I'm not talking about you start a shop. There are people who are really good. They start with a small shop and it grows, it becomes a big one, right? Even a distributor. Is because they are not using their profits. They are paying their if they have one employee, they pay them well. They are managing their business well. But if here I'm telling you to wake up early, and you cannot wake up early, yes? How are you going to manage yourself and your business? So you say, that is my own business, I will wake up that time. What is the difference between that time and now? Because if you have a business, you will be the last person to sleep even in your community, right? After the business, you're supposed to do what? To do the calculations for the what? Profit. And then you're supposed to also wake up early, because even sometimes you can even wake up during the night, because that is when you get in the what? The goods. If they are coming from the companies, that is the time that the drivers are arriving, because there is no traffic, right? So that's why you have to be someone who's disciplined. If you cannot be disciplined here right now, how can you start your own company? Or how can you start your own thing? so that you can be able to be taxed, not to be taxed as heavily as employment. I'm not talking about those people today. You see them with they start, what are these shops called, whereby wholesale. You start a wholesale today, and in 10 years you are not there. That means you are not, that is not your business. If you start your business today, and in 10 years it has grown, yes, and you're doing well, that is what we say now. You have your own company and you're doing well. But like Peter Mulei now, we can't say, right? We can't say. They've not stayed for 10 years. That means that their father was the one who was holding them together, right? Even if you hear it, they went, they sold, and each one has taken the money. No. It's because they wanted someone to work for them when they're doing something else. You cannot employ someone and not do what? Supervise them. So, because I want you to start your own thing, so that you cannot come in employment like I am and be taxed a lot like I am, you can start your own thing. But you have to be what? Disciplined. We are told that Christians should pay taxes as Jesus did during his time. When did Jesus pay taxes? Mercy. Very good. And why are people keeping quiet the day that he told people to give Caesar to what belongs to Caesar, and God to what belongs to God? Also, taxes are important for the economic and political well-being of a country. So basically, taxes are important. And we are told also there should be a collaboration between government and non-government organizations to ensure that there is equitable distribution of wealth, or to ensure that wealth is generated justly and distributed what? Fairly. So that's why I told you there, wealth